Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is, yes, I know it is another haul video, and I know it's not been that long since I did a haul video, but in my defense I filmed that quite a while ago and only just recently got it up. So this is actually about 2.5 months worth of buying stuff, and I'm starting with that because I definitely fell off the wagon this last couple of months. I've been doing pretty well with my purchases for a while, and that is no longer the case. In fairness, my only excuse is work's been pretty stressful, and I do tend to buy stuff when I'm stressed. It's definitely like a retail therapy problem that I'm well aware of and not willing to fix. So let's get into what I got. I think I'm going to start with the colouring supplies. Then we'll do the crazy stack of colouring books that I know I don't usually buy many books, but I've done that as well this time. And then I've got a couple of other hobby related items for the end and a couple of fun pieces that are completely unrelated to actual hobbies that you'll have to wait until the end to see, because I think they're kind of cool. You may disagree. So we're going to start with the supplies. I've put a couple on my desk because I'm kind of surrounded here. For a start, Woomer very kindly sent me their pencils. I know these have been having a hot minute lately, and I have managed to end up on their radar. I don't get sent a whole lot of things compared to some of the bigger channels, so it is always nice when companies do reach out to me. I'm not one, I don't contact companies for them to send me things. A, don't have the time. B, just don't really feel the need. If I'm that interested in trying something for you guys, I will purchase it. But they did kindly reach out to me, and I will say the lady that I have been dealing with has been really lovely, and they sent me a box of the Woomer 72 set, I believe it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You will notice some of the pencils are out. I've been using them. There is a video. It'll either be out and I'll pop it in the description box below, or it will be coming out very soon, because I have had these pencils for a few weeks at this point, and that video is rather due. You get the 2 trays of those, and yeah, I will share those thoughts in that video. I know, sorry guys, have to plug the videos somehow. Apart from that, I've been having a crazy moment with the Hashe Heroes. You're gonna be able to guess that with the books that I'm going to show you. It is my birthday in August as well, and I know for 100% fact, because everybody who's asked me what I wanted for my birthday that is in my family and knows me, I've told them that I will be getting more of these books even. So it is absolutely crazy. I have no excuse, and to be honest, don't care to give one anyway. There's loads, it's crazy. So in regards to the Hashe Hero colour by number craze that I'm in the middle of and enjoying immensely, I will add, I've been wandering around Temu, which is a danger of itself, buying certain things. And I know this is the odd set to have, but it's because I've ordered and I'm waiting for the big set of the Languor 0.6mm. I think you get like 18 packets or something crazy, I don't know. Anyway, they then released 5 new packs of colours, so I also ordered those, and because they're a smaller parcel, they came super sooner, because the big parcel is being shipped by land because it's too heavy to shove in an aeroplane, I think. So I do already have the Languor 0.6 packs. These are the 5 new packs. They are unnumbered. I am going to do a video on them properly when things arrive properly, so don't worry, but I've just numbered mine 1 to 9, and I'm already using these and loving them. I have the Advanced Grey set, the Sage Green set, the light colour, probably, to be honest guys, not sure you do need those. I'm going to show you the swatches in a sec. The Dusty Blue, beautiful, and the Dark Skin, don't we all need browns? So this is the swatches that I have here. I have the dark skin set swatched out for you guys. That is the sage green set. I mean, they're all beautiful. That, I don't even know if my camera is going to pick that up. Barely just. But if I were going to buy a pack of these, this would not be the pack I got myself. The advanced grey and the dusty blue. Beautiful. Now, if I was a colourist and using these more for colour, I would really consider getting the new Languor Plus gel pens. They're a 1.0 nib, so they're bigger than these, and they are all colour numbered, which is obviously for us obsessive swatch colorists a little bit handier. And you want to get the new packs that have they have like swirls, and if you're buying the single packs, they have the 6 in the corner in like a colourful number. Or if you're buying the 90 set, same thing, they have like swirls on the front, and then they have a colourful 90 in the corner. They're the new sets that you don't have to push down to use, because everything I've seen says they're really annoying. So you don't want to end up with, you know, if one of the Temu sellers is getting rid of the old stock, you want to end up with the new in the plus. They only have a 90 colour range, whereas these have like about 168 colours, I think. But they are really good for colouring because of that bigger nib. These are a bit better for fine lining. Although I'll be honest, I'm using them both for the both. It's not the end of the world. But these definitely live up to the very intensive hype that's going on in the colouring community the last few weeks that I've noticed. And I do not regret that purchase at all. I am super pleased. There is a little trick to using them. You want to stick a bit of blue tack on the end. It makes the ink run more freely. Everybody else I've seen takes the top off the back. I'll be honest, I don't do that. I just shove my blue tack right over the end, colour away, because you have to keep taking it off and putting it back on, taking it off, putting it back on for it to work. I am going to do demonstrations and like a full review on them. I know they're probably all over the place at the minute, but if I'm being really honest, I just want the excuse to colour a page with you guys in one of my Hashe Heroes books. So you're probably going to see a few of these review videos. Why not? And we'll demo them on Hashe Hero pages. Oh, that works out so well. I did buy these. I am super pleased with these. I got the 240 piece Guangna acrylic brush marker set, and these, there are a couple out. I am using them. I have swatched this set. They do them in all different number sets, so you don't have to commit straight to like a crazy amount. I just really do have a full set issue, and I really liked, with the colour by numbers, sometimes you do need quite a wide colour range, and these are super fun, I'm not gonna lie. These have been really good. They are quite opaque for a brush marker. They're never going to be as opaque as the nib version, but these are the closest that I've found in this kind of a pen. You definitely do want to do two coats over your colour by numbers in some of the lighter colours, that's for sure. And you want to colour a little bit slowly, but these have been working out beautifully. I don't know how long they'll last. Haven't had mine for more than a couple of weeks at this point, and I have been using them to death, so we will see how quick I go through them, because obviously they're a cheap marker. I think you can pick up the big boxes of these for like 50-60 quid, and that sounds like a lot, but if any of you guys have ever collected acrylic markers, i.e. Posca, Thule, anything Artex, you know that is cheap. And these are good. I am having that crazy moment where I am considering getting a spare set. I know, but the Languor also do a set of these in a 240 set, I believe, and I do think I'm so interested. I don't know whether to get another set of these or a set of the Languor acrylic brush markers, because to be honest, they look like the same marker. Will I end up with both? Oh, I hope not, but probably. I can feel myself asking my husband for Christmas to have an acrylic marker moment. I can see that coming. I did get from Amazon a couple of these. If any of you guys have watched my channel for more than 5 minutes, you know I'm a big pencil lover, setting aside my new acrylic marker collection. And I've got a lot of pencil cases. I have a full bookcase off to my left, completely covered in pencil cases, and I have the Ohuhu Halawa 72 set, and now of course the Woomer 72 set that needed pencil cases. I'm short of room and I'd never used these before, but they did intrigue me for the smaller sets of the pencil rolls, and these were like about £5, £6 on Amazon, and I just really felt like I would give these a go. I like the idea that you can just unroll it and sit your whole set of 72 pencils just sat out so you can see them all. Do kind of like that idea. They have kind of this flap that protects, like your pencil point can go up into them, and then of course you just roll that up and fasten it shut with a piece of rope. They do a billion different designs of these, all very different to each other. So I just went with 2 kind of swirly bright ones. I'll be honest, I went for like the cheaper ones in the style that I could live with. And they came, and I am gonna box my pencils up into those, and I'll let you know how I'm finding that and if that is something that I continue to use. I did get, just because it felt like a good idea, from Temu, some spare brush tip acrylic marker refills. These weren't like, they don't say they're for any particular pen, so I'm just kind of hoping that they will fit into my guangna. None of them have become useless so far. It was more of a just because you don't really get any spares, it felt like a good idea. You get 36 pieces in each one of these, and they were very inexpensive from Temu. And you know when you just think, is it a good idea to have a couple of spare? You did get a tiny amount in with the guangna box, which is cool. So you do get some. I've just bought more. I don't know why really. I think it was there in my basket at the time, and I just added it on to a purchase just in case. Right, I need to check if I've missed any supplies before we move on to books. I have. I also purchased the guangna acrylic macaron 24 colours and the guangna acrylic skin tone colours of 24. I got these at the same time or thereabouts, well before my big set arrived, and so I do want to let you know, if you have the 240 set of guangna markers, I don't know about the smaller sets, I don't know which ones they come in, but you definitely already have both of these. But I figured these are both colour types that I use an awful lot, so I'm still keeping them. I'm definitely hoarding acrylic markers at this point, and they're staying with me. I can see myself, with the amount of pictures I've done over the last few weeks, maybe going through these a bit quicker than I do some of my supplies, so keeping those. They were from Temu as well. Right, and then I had shall we do books and then I'll do tape? Yeah, we'll do books and then I'll move into other things. So right, bear with me just when you think you're organized. I'm not really sure what happened. I used to have Lila Dooley's The Flower Year. I had it a long time ago, and I did actually sell mine because I hadn't touched it for some time, and then I got into the Flowerscape book and I've been really enjoying it. And this is like, you can't really get this anymore. I managed to see this secondhand on eBay, I believe. It is an uncoloured book, so I really lucked out here. Did very well. It's completely uncoloured. It's not mocked in at all. Bit of muck on the spine, not the end of the world. I can get over that. I could always gold my edge to make it super cute. Might do that actually. And I got this for like £4. I think it was £5 including delivery. So yeah, I did. I repurchased a book. I'd already saw. I'm always doing that. So I did get that. And I also have had this on pre-order for some time. This is Sargon, in case any of you already have that. It's just the English release. So it is a Fairy Tale Worlds in English by Maria Troll, or of course the Sargon book. And I was very intrigued by this new one. Just super fancied having it. So I did pre-order it quite some time ago. I'm terrible for wanting the Maria Troll books and then not really working in them. The paper in these hardback books seems to get thinner as you go. Now I use pencil in mine, so that's not the end of the world, but if you're a watercolour fan, I don't know how that will affect you. I would imagine the Sargon paper will be thicker, and therefore possibly a better option. Oh, I do fancy that one. I go through moods, and at the moment this sparks nothing, but I can flip through this again in 6 months and be like, oh, I want to colour that and that and that and that and that. So I have learned with these kind of more beautiful, more collector items books, just to keep hold of it, just to pop it on my shelves, because I will change my my mind, be it 6 months, 12 months, 2 years. It will sit on the shelf. It's a book, it's a part of my collection. It's not the end of the world, and it's doing no harm. Especially with the nicer books, the nicer papers. Yeah, so I have it. We'll see. It's got a really nice little raised Fairy Tale Worlds there, and they are pretty, these books. Sat on your shelf. Love a hardback. She's got her other books on the back there. So I did pre-order and receive that one. And then, oh guys, I don't even know if I should show you this, right? But I'm gonna, because that's what we do here. Then this happened. Oh. I know. I'm supposed to not be buying things as well because we're doing our kitchen. So I've obviously just fallen right off the bandwagon. There's about to be some spoilers. I'm not going to flip through these and show you everything, but obviously I'll show you a couple of bits. I am going to do after my birthday, because I know my collection is going to expand, and therefore I might as well hang on. An actual Hashe Heroes collection, because yeah, that's how bad it's getting now. I've gone from like 4 books to probably about 20. So I got Hashe Heroes Coloriage Mysteries, which is where, you know, it's a bit of a mystery page. Mickey and Friends, and I have done 2 pages in this. Oh, I am loving these. I love the black outlines. I love these now that you can use acrylic paint markers in them. I think I've just done the 2 in this. And these are very detailed, the Mickey and Co. And I would definitely say if you like the more beginner, simpler colour palettes, simpler pictures, this is more on the I'd say the intermediate end. I wouldn't go all the way crazy, but it's definitely in the middle. I also got Villains. I know, which is what Mécance means. Some of these are English, some of them are French. It depends. I did get some of these. I had to get some of these from Amazon France, some of these from Amazon UK. Kind of always is that way a little bit with Hashe Heroes. And it does say in English here. So, you know, some of them, they're a bit of a mix. So I did also get Villains. I've done a page in here and I'm working on a page. This one This looks so simple. This one I'd put more on the advanced spectrum. These are like a lot of little details and bits and pieces. There are, I don't know how much you can see in this light, but there are lots of little fine lines in these. And this was a tricky to do. Like, there's all purple lines around the edge of this. The bubbles were like, you know, different colours inside. It was a hot minute. I did mess up her hair. Some of this was supposed to be white. Not the end of the world. I'm alright with it. Like, even down to the eyes. Definitely find the acrylic paint pens are amazing in these books, but the Langro gel pens really help with areas like these. These lines are just so much easier with a gel pen set to back up your acrylic paint markers, because this purple I did with an acrylic brush pen marker, and it's tricky. Whereas it's so much easier. Like, I have a pretty steady hand because, like, I work in orthodontics, I work in people's mouths, fitting tiny little metal pieces. So, you know, I have pretty good steady hands in that way, and it's still, you know, a trick and a half to get really smooth lines sometimes. But yeah, I mean, they are so clever what they do with these books. I'll show you a couple of pieces so you can see the, like, you see what I mean? Like, I would put that 100% on the advanced spectrum of these books. Like, wow. Some not so bad, more intermediate, but some of the pages in here are definitely the advanced. This is probably my favourite of all the books that I got. This I would 100% say is an advanced version, and you wouldn't think that to look at it. All these other books, they have 100 pages in. This one has 40. I'm okay with it. This is the Hashe Little Heroes set, because it's a slightly smaller than the average book, but a little bit wider. I've done one page in here. This is the page I did, and I love this, but it is like, all this is colour by numbered. I haven't added any details into this thing that it didn't tell me to. These are intense. Definitely an advanced set. I am going to show you some spoilers. You can see there's a lot going on with these, but they are beautiful pages. Love how colourful they are and how much is going on in the background. These are amazing. Absolute would recommend if you're into the more detailed end. I started out with the Les Grands Classiques of these books. I already had Les Grands Classiques 2 and 3. I love those books. Done quite a few pages in my Grand Classique 3. And obviously I think they're up to number 12, and they even have a number 13 coming out. So I really like the detailed ones, so I've gone like the higher end of the newer books. So I got tome 11. Again, I would put this on the more advanced spectrum. Absolutely. Like, look at the little, like, you can tell as soon as you see the colour palette, and they've run out of letters and numbers, that it is crazy. And just to really, really, like, send this home, this is a double page. This is all one picture. This is all one colour palette. That is mental. So the newer Hashe Hero books are much more detailed and advanced, tending to be, and you start to see double page spreads, which was never in any of the older books. They have really, like, you know, up their game, but this is 100% a very detailed version. Ready for spoilers, guys? So you can see when they do a double page, it'll have the 2 numbers on. Again, 100 pages. These guys do not disappoint, and I mean, just look. I had to have this book. had to have it. It does intimidate even me a little bit, but they're just gonna look amazing when they're done. Like, wow, guys, just wow, the colours in that. Excited. I'm so excited. These books, it makes it look like I've not done anything, but I've done about like 25 pages in the last few weeks, which if you guys watch me, you know I colour about 3 pages a month. I did get the Smurfs. There is a Smurfs too, but I keep going back and forth over whether I'm going to add that to my wish list or not. I know it's crazy. I've got some in my wish list as well. There's still some more that I want. But now I'm over that like particular first madness craze, and have come to my senses in how many pages there are in these books. I have chilled out a little bit on the buying. I think I get 4 more with these real bad because they can get a bit hard to get. This one has double page spreads in it as well. I've done this page so far, literally because I saw my first ever double page spread and like had a mini heart attack and chickened out and started here. Love how this page came out. Definitely gonna need a lot of green and blue, I think, for these for the Smurfs book. And so much fun. So much fun. I will show you a couple of pages in this. You can see there's like double page spreads in this book, quite a few as well, but they're just, again, I would say this is intermediate to advanced, like a little bit of both. There's definitely not really many simple pages like this in here. Like, how cool though. How cool. And I know none of the colour by numbers look like they're going to be intermediate to advanced, but because of the kind of like the way the colour mysteries work, they really can be quite tricky on the eye. I do go wrong like all the time. Love this book though, and glad to have that one. Yeah, I had to. I am an old Looney Tunes fan. I did get this one. This is also a Hashe Little Heroes. So I don't know what Hashe Little Heroes is compared to like Hashe Heroes. Like, have they just rebranded? Like, some of these say Little Heroes and some Hashe Heroes. So I'm not really sure whether is the difference just like, what is the difference? If you guys know, let me know. So Looney Tunes, again, I would say this is more, let me check out the colour palettes. Intermediate. I'm going to say intermediate. You think it wouldn't be, but in fairness, they do have quite a few, you know, like smaller spaces. Not advanced, not super hard, but I don't think any of the later ones are super easy either. Some of the pages that you're going to come across. So much fun. Wally Coyote is one of my favourites, as is Marvin the Martian, which I'm now wondering if we're going to... Yeah, he's in here as well. But yeah, you can see there's definitely like, you know, and intermediate because of some of the more difficult ones that I've seen so far. It's definitely not on the easy scale. I mean, there's definitely going to be some advanced pages in here as well. Like, look at those. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe intermediate to advanced looking at some of the others of these. I then got Princesses. Love this one. Again, I'm going to say intermediate. This is the page I've done in this one. I mean, they come out so wonderfully. I did line these with the gel pen. I think that's actually a Sakura jelly roll because that's what I had at the time. I use just a V5 black fine liner for the black outlines on mine. These they don't they're waterproof, so they don't move then when you're using your paint and your gels and things. Once they dry, they stay. I love how this page came out. I think that's the only one I've done in this one. And the final one of my new ones, just checking around, yep, is I think it's dogs and puppies, I'm assuming. Shio and Shien, don't know. Again, it's a Hashe Little Heroes. I haven't worked in this one yet. Now this one, I would say from the colour palettes, I'm going to put this one at more of a beginner friendly yeah, I'd say this one's a bit more beginner friendly. They still have quite a few of the black lines, which people like. Some don't, but quite a few do. It's probably more the Pixar ones that don't. Whereas the older Disney films will have. But looking at the colour palettes in this, like, they're a lot more serene and much fewer colours, which is good. So if you want something a bit simpler, it's got bigger shapes to it. It does have slightly darker grey lining in this one. So it might be, you know, if you struggle with your eyes, this might be a bit better, because some of these have been tricky to see, even for me, and I have got like really pretty good eyesight. Definitely want to be well lit when you're working in these. So yeah, so I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new Hashe Hero books over the last couple of months. Definitely did a quick catch up on the collection I've missed from the last few years, that's for sure. I think the last Hashe Hero book I bought was in 2020. So yeah, I had a bit of time to catch up on there. Absolutely mental. Can't hope to colour all those pages in my lifetime, but there you go, it is what it is. And definitely will be getting some for my birthday, I reckon, and I can see myself asking for a couple for Christmas as well if this craze continues. Right, pop those off to one side. I did have a purchasing moment a bit back on Temu regarding random tape, just super cheapy ones, but they looked really fun. Like, look at these, chocolate drip. I got caramel drip, bubblies. I got this brick wall, like a flower trellis. And this is just like black flowers, so there's no colour. They're like on square border pieces. I got this, it's almost like a blue paint swirl with gold glitter. Beautiful. Won't get loud, guys. I got this. Look at her. These are panel pieces. Beautiful. You can't really see them if I leave the plastic on. I've been waiting to unwrap these to show you guys, but maybe I should have like at least unwrapped them. So this one's a girl again. Wow, love these. I use them in my colouring journals. Oh, okay, well, one sec, guys. Had to climb under my desk to get that. So while I was at it, I unwrapped the other one I have as well. This one is, again, just a beautiful. Look at stunning. And then finally I got this one, and it's all flowers on a roll. You do get, you know, a little bit. This has a lot of length to it. This one is, if I can show that, icicles. Love that. This one is like a snowy mountain backdrop. With I got bookshelves. Seemed appropriate. Love that. Again, on a roll, you do get a little bit of it. And then finally, a black and gold swirl that's similar to that blue one. So that's all of those, all from Temu, just, you know, putting in random sticker things. Then I also got from Temu and it is a licensed item, so I shouldn't have got it, but I did. I absolutely love the Labyrinth movie, and if anybody else knows that movie, you know who he is. And he's the worm that she meets in the maze, and that's what he says. He says, "Hello." And I do have a cup that my sister got me some time ago that says, "Hello, come and have a cup of tea then," because that's what he says in the movie. And I saw this, and it's quite a decent size tote bag that I can use for work, and it's not colouring related, but I figured I'd show you guys because I'm so enamoured with it, and it would make a beautiful project bag, and it is very big and it was very cheap. And along the same lines, but in a different vein, my mum purchased me this project bag. She got this from a little boutique, like a wool boutique. This was a lot more expensive, and yet probably came from the same place. But this is beautiful, and it has this cute little set of mice. I've currently got a knitting project in there. Super cute. I think the back is plain, but it's all like lined on the inside, so it is a nice bag, and it has a little button closure. Just thought I'd show you guys that. Love me a project bag, really do. Right, I have 3 diamond paintings that I got. I got these a little bit back now. I got all from Diamond Art Club, Colours of the Bayou. Beautiful. Love her. This is a square, 27 inches by 22 by Teresa Donahue McManus. I also got, that I've had in my wish list forever and I didn't want to miss it, The Winged Princess by Sandra Winter. This is a 22 by 27 inch, and again a square. Love those colours. And finally, I also got The Winterborn Witch by Alchemy England. I do like their works. This is a 22 by 31 inch, and again a square kit. And that is her. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I got those quite some time ago, but forgot to show you guys, because that's what I do. I think I actually received those. They were a gift from my husband. I'm trying to think whether they were Valentine's Day, which actually means that I got those in February. That doesn't seem right, but it possibly is, and I just forgot to show them. And then finally, and this is for all you gamers out there. I got this from Temu, and I love this. This is definitely a gamer joke. We do have them. Absolutely love that. I bought it in like 3 colours, and it says, "I'm not procrastinating, I'm doing side quests." And that really tickled me when I saw it. I literally have it in dark green, pale green and a blue at the same t-shirt, which I will wear to death. It's actually a beautiful fabric. It's definitely reminiscent of Primark's soft t-shirt fabrics. I got it in a medium. I'm a 10 to 12 in the UK sizes, if that helps anyone. And these are comfortably, you know, loose on me. Love those, love those. They were about £5 each. Crazy, isn't it? Fast fashion. Difference is I'll wear this for the next 10 years probably, even when it's past its prime, because I do that. This is the blue that I got it in. Really love those. Super keen. I've been wearing my pale green one so far, and I'd waited to wear these to show you guys. You're very you're very honoured there, and now I can actually put them on. It seemed weird to show you a worn t-shirt. I don't know why, but it did. This has turned into like a super long haul, but I think we're done. I think that is everything. So as I said, there will be definitely a Woomer pencil video coming up. 100% a Hashe Hero colouring book collection video coming up, and I'll do full flip throughs in that, I think, because I know people actually like to see the books properly. But like I say, I'm gonna wait until probably a couple more months, until might even wait until after birthday and Christmas, because I can still see myself getting a few more. And then I'll do that. I'll do a comprehensive collection. Definitely going to do a pencil collection video because I've had a few requests. And I'm also going to do like a colouring snippet video. I've had certain requests to show certain things, including someone's asked me to show how I use the Ohuhu pencils. Someone has asked for some tips on doing the black outlining and the acrylic paint pen markers in the Hashe Heroes books, and like I needed an excuse to do that, absolutely no problem. And I have had a request about doing soft pastel backgrounds, and I'm thinking like I'm gonna start doing like little snippet series. Quite a few YouTubers have been doing that. It seems to work better than colouring a whole page. It gains more interest. People stay engaged a bit longer because it's not like one long drawn out process. Instead it's like showing little bits and pieces. So I think I'm going to do that as well. Yeah, plenty of things to film that I need to crack on with. And apart from that, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.